this turd. There we go. Let's go. Man, you can't even see what you're doing here. I think we got him. Boom. Nope, not yet. Not yet. There we go. That's what I like. That is what I like. Alright, so we beat that. Mission accomplished! Hiya! That was crazy. Yeah, I like how they do this too. Like, it's crazy. Alright, so we completed that. That was interesting. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I will say, yeah, moving the camera around is kind of annoying. And the game is kind of laggy, because I was reading about that the American version, it's kind of laggy, and there were some spelling errors as well. So excellent. Alright, so we did get an experience card, and we also received a shiny crystal. Okay. So we have to kill Dalos Lemon, who dwells in that area. Okay, cool. Okay, and our family of 3 have... Okay. So he's gonna write... Oh, he obtained a signature. And then you do get quest messages too. So we are a pioneer now. Okay, so let's increase our Barrett slots. So here's the interesting thing about this game. You can create up to 4 characters when you start a new game. But if you wanted to create more characters, you have to increase your Barrett slots. And we have to speak to Domingo. So once you increase your barracks until you get to 5, then you only have 1, which is interesting. So the Cambria return sheet, which is cool. Okay. Alright, so to increase it to 5, we do not have enough money for that. But we leveled up though. So that's a bonus. Alright, so let's check our new quest message. Okay. And then we have to go back to Sir whatever his name is. So we're going to go to Alt-Z, go back to Sir him, and then we shall move. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, it was a pain to download this game. It took around 2 hours, but I had to show you guys this. It's such a beautiful game. It's very well done. The music is just so breathtaking. I mean, if I'm listening to it and I'm not playing the game, yeah, right? That tells you something. Of course, you have your chat box here for your local chat. You can hit enter and that opens it. So I'll send a message, be like, hello everyone. And you hit enter. Then when you hit enter, it takes it back to your normal mode, which is really cool. So let's talk to Mr. whatever his name was. I like this, Sir Linden, pardon me, from Pioneering Support. So they pretty much changed the policies in the continent. That's all you really need to know about them. Okay. So this is the enhancement chip. So we have to get that shiny crystal, which we did. And we have to bring the shiny crystal to the merchants in each town. And then every time you get a shiny crystal, then they will exchange the equipment for you for when you know, while you're exploring, which is really cool. Okay. Alright, so we can actually do what we need to do. Okay, so you need a faction. Okay, so we have to talk to as many people as possible. That's pretty cool. Alright, awesome. So now we can register up to 6 quests, which is cool. And then we got a Master Explorer Pack. Oh, that's so sweet! And we got another XP card. And we have increased again. Okay. Okay, and then this is for warping too, which is pretty sweet. Oh, this is so awesome. Alright, pardon me here. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm like deeply reading this because like these are all the important instructions to for playing the game. Okay. So we have to click on that. I'll show you the entire quest list. Look how many look at this. I mean, it is ridiculous how many quests that are in this game. This is not even including the side quests too, my friends. Like it's an absolutely amazing game. So then we'll just hit Alt Z, and then we have to go talk to. We have a couple people. Okay, so let's talk to Andre. Okay, so we're moving towards him. Right? And it seemed pretty busy for the most part, but when you're gaming around this time, I don't blame people. Like, I should be sleeping, right? It's crazy. Oh my gosh. So, I've been just tired the last couple of days, man. It's crazy. But I'll be gaming tomorrow as well. And I haven't heard any suggestions for games, homie. Like, oh, well, look at this queen right here. Yep, I can see him being the designer. Okay, so I have to bring 5 of these feelers that I've punished, and okay, that'll be easy. And you can also click on the map too, so. Okay, see. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So here are all the quests. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so first, alright, so we gotta talk to Sheriff. I also have to talk to Ides or whatever. And talk to Diego. Okay, so let's take a look here. Oh, wrong person. Okay, so we have to talk to... Take a look here. So we have Sheriff that we have to talk to. Let's take a look at that map. And see, when you look, highlight over the map, it shows you where you need to go. Okay, so we gotta go talk to Sheriff. So there we go. So, okay, so here are the breakdown periods, kind of getting back into the topic here of the Baroque era. So you have early Baroque, which is 1590 to 1625, high Baroque, which is 1625 to 1660, and the darker form, kind of going, to me personally, the darker ages of it, which is called the Rococo movement, which is 1660 to 1725. So it wasn't only, because a lot of times I think people stereotype Baroque is by the architecture and the music. Of course, Handel and Bach are some of the two biggest composers to come out of the Baroque era. But many a time people too, they just think of painting and sculpture, but fashion was also an important role as well as theater too. Okay, so, and here's the thing I thought was interesting too. In England, the Renaissance movement and Baroque theater was very late in England, so it wasn't really per se kind of heavily influenced. And there was also an 18-year break in London theaters because they were closed because of the English Civil War and the English Commonwealth. And here's a funny thing, it did not reopen until 1660, and that was due to the restoration of Charles II. So Baroque had not the strong influence as people would think. So here are some examples of composers. Of course, we have George Friedrich Handel in 1733, as well as Johann Sebastian Bach in 1748. Here are some other artists too. There's George Philip Tellman from 1861 to 1767. So it was interesting. These are all like, and especially Bach is also known for the fugue, the toccata and fugue in D minor, of course. But yeah, it was very interesting time. Very, very, very interesting time. So if you ever have a chance, Baroque period history is very interesting. I definitely recommend you check it out. I know, sorry guys if it is boring, but you know, I like to cover the history of the games that I play because it's just interesting to know how people are inspired. Okay, so, whoa, there was like a little black there. Okay, so let's talk to this gentleman. And he's a firearm shop. Alright, cool. Okay, so now we have a whole bunch of quests. Okay, so let's do the Shattered Dreams one first. So okay, so you can use the, hey viewer, how you doing? I'm just like deep in thought trying to figure this game out. Of course, we are playing Grandio Espada online. So let me know what you think about this game. Do you love it? Do you hate it? It's a little bit slower paced when you're going through quests, but once you get into those dungeons, it's no joke. Okay, so you can use the quest warp function by right clicking on the quest icon. I am right clicking and nothing is happening here. Oh, here we go. So this is the Civic Center. Okay, that's cool. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, so let's try this out. Oh, I have a new quest message. Okay, there we go. Okay, so please bring this box to Vera. Alright, let's find out who Vera is. Let's check that out.